Hey guys, how's it going out there? Happy Independence Day to all of our American friends out there. I hope you have a chance this 4th of July to spend some time with your family and friends and those people that you love. And today I'm bringing you my favorite 10 American riffs. Now, I know there's a lot of bands that have come out from the USA over the last number of decades. Bands like Soundgarden, Foo Fighters, Tool, Velvet Revolver, Green Day, and a lot more. But today I'm showing you 10 of my favorite guitar riffs from American bands that have influenced me. These are songs that I've grown up on and that I've come to love, and they're just a lot of fun for me to play, so these are my favorites. Make sure you drop down to the comments below and let me know what some of your favorites are. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, normally this is the part of the video where I say like and subscribe to my channel, and I definitely want you to do those things today. But today is a special day. I want to give a shout out to a YouTuber that's really inspired me in the last few days. His name is Ty Scott. Ty, T-Y-E, Scott, S-C-O-T-T. I want you to go and check out Ty's channel. He's very inspirational. He's got great guitar lessons, stuff like Weezer, Alice in Chains, Sublime, and a lot more. And he mostly does acoustic songs, but he's got some electric stuff on there as well. And the crazy, amazing thing about Ty is that he's completely blind. That's right, he does lessons, he's completely blind, he can't see, but he's so inspirational and he's doing such a great job. I want you guys to flip over, search for Ty on YouTube, Ty Scott, and give him some love and some support. Like his videos, subscribe to his channel. He's just an amazing person, and he's someone who's really inspired me this last week. Now, with all that said, let's get to it. I'm going to plug in and let's check out my favorite 10 American riffs of all time. All right, everybody, let's kick off this list of my favorite 10 American riffs of all time with a great one by System of a Down. It's called Kill Rock and Roll. I've got my guitar in drop D tuning, and I'll show you the riff. So what we're doing there is starting up here on the 8th fret with a power chord 8 and 10, 8 on the A, 10 on the D string, and just playing A and D back and forth. Play that 8 times, then lift off that first finger and play the open A and the 10th fret D. Then we're just going to slide down to a little power chord here, 7 on the A and 9 on the D. Again, 8 times. And then we're just going to use our ring finger there on the 8th fret on the A. Same thing, 8 times. All together. So leading into the verses, rather than picking that last note there, it actually just plucks and kind of builds up into the big verse. For the verses, you're going up here, again we're in drop D, cover that 3rd fret on the D, A, and D strings, sorry. And you're doing a little palm mute here. Then the next one is 3 on A, 5 and 5 on the D and G. Then power chord on 2. Power chord on A on 2, 4 on D and G. So all together. And it ends on that A. Open A, 2 and 2 on the D and G strings. That's it. The next song on my list of top 10 is another one in drop D tuning. It's Pretty Handsome Awkward by The Used. So what we're doing there is open, again this is drop D, D is matched to your D string, open, 3, 5, and then open D, then a bunch of open drop D. For the loud, big, loud verse part, all you're doing is changing that to power chords. So it's open, top 3 strings, D, A, D, hammer onto 3 and hammer onto 5. And then the open D string. Alright guys, the next song on my list is Between Angels and Insects by Papa Roach. So what we're doing there is open D. Again, this is a song in drop D tuning. 8, 7, 10, 8. And then hammer on 7 to 8. So, and then you're playing that open D in between each of those notes. One more time. Then you're covering the D, what is now D, typically your low E string on 8. Repeat that pattern. Then you're on 7 on that drop D string. And for the 7, you can bar it and it makes it a little bit easier to play. Finally, 10 on the D string. So that one takes a little bit of stretching. The number 7 song on my list of my favorite 10 American riffs is an oldie but a goodie. It's Aerosmith, Walk This Way. So for this song, Walk This Way, you're starting up here on the 1st and 2nd frets, kind of. You're doing open, open, 1, 2 on the A string, and then you're playing 2 on the D string, just covering that with your finger. Play that twice, and then that open E. Now, listening to the recording, it also sort of sounds like it's not a hammer on. It could be just like this. Then that time around, you're doing that that 'Cause that pull off on the 3rd fret of the E string. And then you're playing 2 on the D string, just covering that with your finger. Play that twice, and then that open E. Now, listening to the recording, it also sort of sounds like it's not a hammer on. It could be just like this. Then that time around, you're doing that pull off on the 3rd fret of the E string. and adding another second fret on the D hit there. So all together, open, ending on that A. Open A, 2 and 2 on the D and G. One more time all together. For the verse parts of Walk This Way, you're right here on the 3rd fret, 3 and 5 on A and D. So 3, 3, 3, 5, 3. Then you're doing a big stretch with your pinky to the 7th fret on the D string and pull off. And one more time on the 3rd fret of that A. Then here, G, D on the 5th fret. Then you're doing a little pull off here on the D string and 7. The number 6 song on my list of greatest American riffs of all time is Red Hot Chili Peppers' Can't Stop. So for that riff, the intro starts over here on the A string, 5th fret. You're doing a simple 5 to 7. Now, I've seen Chili Peppers live, and they do this intro a little bit differently. They jam into it and different kinds of things. There's one variation, though, on the recording. They kind of hit that 7th fret on the low E string note, and they kind of throw that in there as a variation. Something like that. For that big blistering intro of Can't Stop, you're over here on the 7th fret. Try to bar that 7 from the A string down. And the one part that you're repeating is you're covering 7 on the G string and 7 to 9 there. That kind of gives that riff its distinct character, and it keeps going back to that. So that first part, you're playing the A string on 7, then open D, and repeat that 7 to 9 on G. Then you're covering the 7 on the low E string, and back to that 7-9 on G. And then the last one is covering 8 on the low E, 7 to 9 on the G. All together. Last time around, it does that little pull-off thing, and that leads into the rest of the song. The number 5 song on my list of greatest American riffs of all time is Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade. Here it goes. So I've got a full video on this song. Head over to my channel page if you want to see the whole tutorial on how to play Rage Bulls on Parade. But right now I'm going to show you just the main riff. You're bouncing off 4th fret on the D string and then 2nd fret on the E. Then for the wah-wah part, it's a simple power chord right here, 2nd fret E, 4th fret on the A and D strings. And then you're doing that chucking with the harmonics. For that, try to cover the harmonics sort of right here on the 3rd fret. There's a nice harmonic there if you can kind of get it. And again, head over to my channel page, subscribe and like if you want to see the full Rage Against the Machine Bulls on Parade video. Number 4 on my list of greatest American riffs of all time, it's Metallica, Seek and Destroy. So for Seek and Destroy, the intro, you're doing open A 2 times. You're here on the G string 7 to 8 and off. Hit that A one more time, and then on the D string 7, 8 off. If you can give it a little bit of a trill, that's more like the song. And then open A, 8, 7, 5 on D, 5, G, 7 on D. So all together, just walk it up. All together. That's it. The next song on my list of my favorite American riffs of all time is Bridge Burning by Foo Fighters. For the intro of Bridge Burning, you're starting right here on the 9th fret. And you're kind of holding it down while palm muting. And you're kind of tapping and lightly lifting off that string to give it a harmonic feel. And then the next part is like this. 5 on A, 7 on A. Again, palm muting. Open E. And then the next time around, you take off that palm muting and it gets louder. You get the idea. For the verse part, what you're doing is simple power chords, walking down the neck. First you're on the A string of the 7th fret twice, and then slide to 6. So you're on 6A, 8, and 8 on the D and G strings. Then 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on that A string 3rd fret power chord, C power chord. Just go up 1 string, power chord on E, so 3rd fret E, 5 on A and D. 5 on low E, and then 5 on A. So one more time. For the next song on my list of my favorite 10 American riffs of all time, we're taking off the distortion and we're going clean for this one. It's Incubus, Talk Shows on Mute. So for this song, you're hanging out here in sort of a C shape, 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string. Play that twice. Off twice, just open A and D. Then back on. Play G, D, A. Then for the next part of it, just take that middle finger off and play it like this. Open A and 2nd fret of the D string still. Same picking. G, D, A. Simple but effective little hook. And finally, my number 1 song of my favorite American riffs of all time, it's Weezer, Hash Pipe. Now I have to say I have a little bit of a soft spot for this song. This was one of the first songs I learned on guitar. The first song I learned was Our Lady Peace, Superman's Dead. But this was also very early on. I was taking guitar lessons at the time, and I brought this song to a guitar teacher. It was brand new at the time, off Weezer's Green album, and he sat down and tabbed it out for me and showed me how to play. So here it is. It's open A twice, and then 2, 3. And then on the 3rd one, hit that 3rd fret A as a power chord. So 3 and 5 and 5 on D and G. One more time. Then for that middle break part, it's what I like to call a Weezer power chord, because you're covering, it's kind of a power chord here. So 5, 7, and 7 on the D and G strings. But what Weezer likes to do with those power chords on the A string is they almost always, so many of their songs do this, especially in the choruses, they also cover that top string. And it just gives it a little more edgy, grungy kind of sound. And then for the main part again, then you're doing it as power chords. So open, 2 and 2 on the D and G. So 2 on the A and D, 3 and 5 sliding into it. also seen it like that, where it's like, and then off for open A and D. And it almost sounds more like that's what the song's doing. And once again, back to that Weezer power chord. And that's it. That's my favorite American riff of all time. Love Weezer, and I definitely love Hash Pipe, as that was one of the first songs I learned on guitar. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you have a great Independence Day, and I hope you enjoyed my video on my favorite 10 American riffs of all time. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and drop down below into the comments and let me know what songs you liked, what you didn't like, and maybe which songs I forgot. I'd also appreciate it if you guys subscribe to my channel. Head over to my channel page where I've got lots more videos on guitar and bass. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing you lots more guitar and bass videos every single week. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great 4th of July. Have some time to spend outside with your family and friends and just enjoy the day. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Keep rocking.